seconds. 30 seconds. Boys, I'm just trying to find the volume out of different anyways, good morning everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back in the studio here, boys. This is fantastic. I got my new set, like my new equipment all pieced together. Everything's looking great. So far so good, working all right. I've obviously over the next few streams I'll be testing the audio, make sure the video, all that's good. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Actually, I can kind of give you an overview. Just a quick look here. That's kind of what you're looking at right now. With my new grip stands and shotgun mic, so I don't have a mic in front of me anymore. So I'm hoping my audio is coming through nice and clear. It's kind of the point of the studio, right? Is to be able to use a shotgun microphone, and you guys can hear me nice and clear from that, right? So, whoa, here we are, boys. I don't know. It's so weird. My one little nan light didn't charge. I charged it, but I don't know. It's dead, so it wasn't working. But yeah, I'll give you a little bit of an overview there of what's going on in the studio. We have the clothing line. So Kronies clothing. Kronies clothing is now available at Kronies.store. You can see I got plenty of stock. I shipped out the first hat to our long-term member Ari. So first off, I want to get that out of the way. Any long-term members, shoot me an email with something you want off the site, shirt size, shirt type, hat, whatever. Send me an email with your address and phone number for the customs, because I'm gonna pay the customs, if any. There wasn't any in the last package, but yeah, you never know. So, anyways, give me an email, members, and I'll make sure to get you guys your item for that. But other than that, I hope everyone's doing well. The end of the season, end of the summer's here. Probably the craziest season of my entire life. Super busy. I'm going to be taking on, I'm getting the keys for my next job tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow I got a restaurant. It's another restaurant, but it's a little different. It's all 20 gauge stud, and there's going to be some cool bulkheads to build. So it's kind of a nice end of the summer job for me and for you guys, because you're going to be able to see that those bulkheads being built. And I love the fact that it's 20 gauge. 20 gauge is mint for doing bulkheads. Okay, it's like because the track doesn't bend or anything like that. So it's really good stuff. I think what I'm gonna do is gonna build some sections kind of like on the ground and then hang them, because it's like it's a bulkhead that comes down, and then in front of it it goes comes out and down again, right? So it's kind of interesting. Excuse me, but I'll show you how to do all that with heavy gauge. In editing right now. Editing the demising wall framing, because this demising wall landed underneath the joist, right? So I'm gonna it's a 6-inch 25 gauge steel stud wall. It's like 19 feet high in total. It's from the one from Grand Prairie. So I have that video in editing. I got about 30 minutes of footage that I'm trying to cut down, to a more consumable video. And then I have plenty more videos to come after that. I'm gonna be busy all winter editing videos for you guys, doing live streams from the studio here. I'd like to get back to my weekly live stream where we talk about what's going on in the news and new tech and construction and new stuff, right? A lot has happened this year, especially with the housing crisis is a massive issue right now in both Canada and the United States. And nobody's really talking about the real problem. And that's something I want to touch on in this stream, the reality of the situation is it's not going to get any better no matter what these politicians say or do. I don't see it getting better. There was one idea that was thrown out there which I really like, and it might help, and that's to kind of um, bring all our forces together, right, and build a whole bunch of houses. Okay, so like bringing in contractors from other countries and sort of thing to help build, because the problem is the manpower, right? We don't have the people to build the houses, right? So we're millions and millions of houses short. Okay, it's there's nothing these guys can do until we start producing more workers. There's a bunch of issues surrounding this problem in construction. And I forgot, like, man, when I started many decades ago, a few decades ago, it was quite different. It was a different class of people also, who are all now retiring. Okay, so we're losing them. This year is massive for retirements, guys. Massive. We're going to lose 40% of our workforce just this year due to baby boomers retiring. It's done. They're done with the trades. It's like, yeah, it kind of, like, the trades were like this for so long, and then the last 20 years it's just kind of boom, 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 right? And a lot of that is to do with the quality of workers and stuff like that too, right? Since that we're just turning out white collar students in school, and we're taking we've taken shop classes out and all this blah blah blah. Okay, we're not producing quality tradespeople, right? So not at the level we used to, is what I mean. Okay, so that's kind of one of the purposes of my channel here, is to help produce better quality tradespeople. So right off the bat, if you guys can hit the like button for me, share the stream out, that'd be greatly appreciated. We'll see how many people show up today. I haven't been live from the studio in a while, but yeah, and then you never know about notifications or anything like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, interesting. So far, so good. I think YouTube's, who knows what's going on that end. I've always had a bit of a buffery issue. I think it might be just the internet out here. I do have a terabyte internet, so it's fast, but I don't. There's always been some sort of weird issue with what's going on there. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. If you're watching a replay, leave them down below in the comments. I'm always getting back to you. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, all that good stuff. Let me actually just quickly test the audio on that and see. I'm just going to pop up YouTube here and see if my audio is good enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks good. So this is a great setup, guys. I got the new laptop. I got the screen here for the chat, right? My little stream switchers, the stream deck right here. Got my little wireless keyboard, and everything is great. So I got my streaming PC over there. So I'm sending the signals over there with the new capture card, new computer, new laptop, everything's like, man, so much new gear. Still streaming on the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. I'm going to be buying a new camera here soon, probably before Christmas. I'm going to buy another camera, and I don't know exactly which one yet. I've been thinking about another 4K, maybe Ursa Mini for 4.6K, maybe an FX30, something like that. I don't know. We're still working on that, but we'll decide that sooner or later. But yeah, dudes, I'm excited. We're doing all right. The channel's doing pretty good, guys. I appreciate everyone watching and sharing out my channel and leaving comments and all that. It's been there's been a lot of good conversations going on in the discussions there in the comments, and yeah, like, just keep going, keep that up. That's great. Obviously, I've started another job Monday. I get the keys. I don't think I'm going to start till obviously the material shows up, but yeah, I'll do my daily live stream again from site as well. But mainly, it's good to be back in the studio, getting going in here again, because yeah, this is took me 6 years. This is 6 years in the making. This studio alone. This is my vision. This has been my vision from day one. So it's excellent to actually start seeing things coming, coming around, right? I got a lot of projects I want to do in the house this summer, or this winter season, using steel stud and drywall, of course. But that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, here we are, guys. So so if you're here in the chat, please say hi, check in with us, let us know how things are going, where you're from, and yeah, let's see here. So if I switch over to the news, I think hopefully if I stand right here, I won't be able to see that, but it should be good. So this is some of the clothing line too, guys, right? This is the hat right here. This is one of the shirts, right? You can literally see Kronies.store. We might check that out a little bit later too, but things are like crazy. Politics are everything's nuts in the political world. Like wow, it's just, people are all divided on so many issues. Um, it's a crazy world right now, right? Especially Canada is really crazy right now. Our politicians are just the worst right now. So it's like, man, we just can't get any relief there. Um, I want to know how you guys feel about the affordability and all that. I mean, it's interesting. Like we make pretty decent money in construction, and one of the things I forgot about was like when I first started. Started talking about this at the beginning, but it was different. Okay, like nowadays, I couldn't imagine having to work by the hour for a company. It would be pretty hard. We are working with a lot of like I don't know, like criminals and such like that, right? Like not, I don't, I hate. I'm not saying like there's anything wrong with that. It's just like it's just like I don't know. When you're not churning out tradespeople in school and stuff like that, you're literally gonna hire anybody right off the street. So, because we're so desperate for workers, I don't know any construction worker that isn't feeling overworked. We definitely don't have enough help. Even myself, guys, it's crazy. Like the last 3 jobs I did all by myself, right? I mean, I had my 16-year-old son helping me here and there, but I literally did the last 3 jobs myself. I'm going into this 4th one myself again, right? I just had to turn down a job in BC because there's just no way I'm going out of town to do that. Another job by myself, right? So yeah, it's hard, man. Like I can't even keep anybody working with me. It's just tough. Like no matter how much money, like it just doesn't seem to be enough. It's never enough, right? So, I don't know. I guess I'm highly fortunate. My wife, she has a good job. She works, I work. But still, like the cost of everything is just astronomical, right? Daycare. We're lucky we bought a house before all this craziness happened. But yeah, it's insane. So. I thought we'd take a look and see what's going on in the world. It's been a minute since I talked the news and see what's up, But yeah, dude. So this is interesting. I think the manufacturing. So construction's manufacturing boom. So mapping the biggest facilities underway in the U.S. I'd love to see this actually. One of the things is trying to bring back manufacturing to America. So it would have been in the 90s when we started sending all of our manufacturing to China and India. And the problem is like it's cheaper over there, and the reason why it's cheaper is because they don't have the same ethics and standards as we do. Okay, so like we're like environmentally cautious, and we treat people with better, like we pay them better, right? So it's good to see that we're bringing manufacturing back. I think that's just critical, absolutely critical. We bring all the manufacturing back to America. Okay, so these corporations got to stop being so greedy. And yeah, like I understand it's hard to compete. Like so when somebody's making something in China, okay, as opposed to here, okay, they can get it done cheaper. So the competition thing, but we can fix that. We can control that with certain policy, okay, and government type of intervention. I think so. It's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, let's check out what's going on. Yeah, that looks huge, right? Look, a rendering shows plans for 2. Oh yeah, this is the Intel. Yeah, the Intel processor factories in Licking. Is that Licking County, Ohio? That's fantastic. So I think right now too, like with the tensions in the world, having all of our chips being made in Taiwan is a pretty. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty tough. Okay, to think that in a second that could be gone, right? So the fact that we're bringing those back is very important, I think. That's interesting. So that's great. So Intel, look at that. Yeah, look at that too. Austin Commercials award on the $40 billion TSMC semiconductor plant in Phoenix as well. Fluor's win on the 1.6 billion Eli Lilly manufacturing facility in Lebanon, Indiana. Turner's contract on a $750 million project for Agilent Technologies factory in Frederick, Colorado. And I think Clayco's contract on the Entech EV plant. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So let's see here. So semiconductor plants, EV plants, manufacturing facilities you can see here. So the semiconductors are in the dark. there's quite a few big projects around, spread out across the United States, which is fantastic, right? And I love this. You can literally just like, the Micron semiconductor plant is at $15 billion in Boise, Idaho, right? Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company right there, Austin Commercial semiconductor plant, $40 billion. So there we go. You can kind of see there's a big concentration on the East Coast, right? Which is I don't know. I think that's maybe why there's more people on that side. I think, I don't know, but looking great. So look at that, 201.5 billion dollars in manufacturing places. That's pretty good. So yeah, if you're in any of these areas, check out Construction Dive. It's a great site, keeps you updated on construction. And these are the projects. Like something like this is going to take years to build. So yeah, get in there on the ground floor. You got work for years, right? It's great to see. It's interesting because we're building all these, and we need to do this. We need to build manufacturing facilities. We need homes as well. Canada specifically, where we need like 6 million houses built by 2030, and it's just, we're not even going to probably build 1 million. So you see the problem here, okay? And that's just based on immigration now. Our government's planning on bringing in way more immigrants with nowhere to put them. It's crazy. So I know our government's playing some tricky like gaslighting things. Like they've canceled the GST, which is a 5% tax on only on if you're building apartment buildings, though. Okay, so it's crazy. It's crazy. So what they're going to do is build luxury apartment buildings. So people, it's still not going to be affordable. And with the inflation and carbon taxes that they put on us, like they've inflated the cost by easily 50% just on taxes and fees alone, bureaucracy, right, and taxes. It's insane. But not to mention inflation has caused the houses to be like the prices alone to be increased by over 100% over the past 6 years, right? So it's insane. Okay, so a 5% discount on only rentals isn't going to help at all, right? It's not going to do a damn thing. We need to do is advocate for more shop classes in high schools. And we need people to go into the trades. That's it, right? Like we need better people in the trades. We need more people in the trades. It's insane. Even if every immigrant went to work in construction, right? Which they're not. It's still, I don't think, going to help get what we need built done. Okay, especially now if there's this manufacturing boom. Okay, which is good. So they're going to probably put their resources towards this manufacturing before they do housing, if you know what I mean, right? So I could see that happening in Canada as well. But very interesting stuff. Look at that. So manufacturing activity skyrockets on the heels of 2022's CHIPS Act, right? So yeah, you look at that. Boom. Way up. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So interesting. So expect that. And those are going to be like high-tech plants too, right? So I can imagine like the need for skilled trades, like highly skilled trades, like in controls and automation and things like that, going to be in big demand, okay? So if you're thinking, if you're in high school thinking about what you should do, yeah, that's what you should do. Get into like automation and electronics, like for sure. That's what construction is going to need. I mean, we need people at every level, right? But it's just interesting to see. But yeah, look at that. So a $538 million stormwater tunnel complete in DC. Hey, finally, yeah, that's good to see something complete. Boom. I don't know if anyone knows about that. By labor, yeah. So here we go already, right? So three projects already delayed because of labor and permitting issues. So one of the things that I found is like here in Canada, we're approving a lot of permits, and the problem isn't the slow approval process or anything like that. It's the problem is like they're all jammed up approving these projects that are never getting built. Right? So there needs to be something in there that says like, hey man, don't apply for a permit unless you're going to plan on building. Okay? So that means have your labor in place, have your financing in place, have all this stuff in place, right? And then apply for the permit. The fact that like the government offices are being overrun by projects that never get built, It's just highly inefficient, if you ask me. Okay, so yeah, like you need to have some sort of guarantee that those projects are going to be built. It's crazy, and then maybe a penalty if they don't get built or something. I don't know, but labor is the massive issue, guys. That is the number one issue. Okay, we can't keep up with the demand for all this construction. So no matter what, like guys, you get into this business, you're gonna be working forever, okay? And we're really hoping that, yeah, look, especially labor shortages, yeah, we really need to. There's so much bureaucracy in government, right? The government's so big now; it's just ridiculous. We don't need it. Like we don't need this big government, right? We need people, tradespeople, and then also the people that work at the factories as well. Okay, certain trades. But yeah, blue collar. We need more blue collar people, and that's just a problem because the establishment doesn't like blue collar people because blue collar people tend to think more for themselves. You know what I mean? Where the white collar people are conformist. So. It's a scary thing, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So yeah, look at this. Nibs panelist hash out AI adoption. I wonder what that's about. Precision, performance, and materials are three categories where the tech is helping. Like AEC Pro, so that's architecture, engineering, and construction. Yeah, and I can see how that could help a lot. But that's another thing too. I think this AI and this automation is going to also hammer the demand for these white collar positions as well, right? So what are you going to do? Look at that. Tampa Bay Rays debut a $1.3 billion stadium deal. That's pretty cool. Is there? So the Major League Baseball venue in St. Petersburg, Florida, would sit on the same site as the team's existing Tropicana field and benefit from $600 million in public money. Yeah, this is I want to see this for a second too. Yeah, that's great. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, check this out. So this is portable fall protection. Interesting. Malta Dynamics. Let's check this out.
This is ultimate versatility. This is fall protection.
I don't want stupid music, but let's just check it out. That's a good idea. I like this idea. What do you guys think of that? I think that's pretty decent. Right? How's the... Yeah, it looks good and clear. Dude, that's great. I love that. I always thought that they need to take fall protection more seriously, especially for roofers. Right? Like, I'm sorry, but having it tie off on an anchor below your feet, that's pretty sketchy to me, this at least here, like you're gonna have a bit of a swing, it looks like, but you're not falling anywhere, right? The if it's like a retractable type thing, I think that's fantastic. That's absolutely great. And I'm actually quite surprised it took so long for them to develop something like this. But yeah, you got fall protection from the ground, climbing up the ladder. The only thing is like I hope it doesn't pull. That's what I don't like about the retractables is they're always pulling on you. It makes for a long day. But yeah, these are pretty easy. Looks pretty easy to use, right? And if you're on a big site, you could literally probably crane it from floor to floor as well to use, right? Two tie-off points per unit. There's 3 tie-off points there. Look at that. 5 tie-off points there. That's a freaking full roofer crew. But yeah, have to be careful you're not crossing lines and such, though, right? Proudly made in the USA. Interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like fall protection, man. I like seriously. It's tough in some certain situations, right? Where you like literally like when you're having to tie off at your feet to an anchor that's below you. You know, like it's just what's the like it's that's dangerous, man. Um, but yeah, like this is cool stuff. But yeah, interesting. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. I dig it. They got quite a lot, quite a few attachments. Interesting. I think I dig it. I dig it. That's pretty cool. What the hell is this all about?
Safety are those jobs that take about 15 minutes, require fall protection, and have no easy way of anchoring. You know, like the types of jobs that are on top of a rail car or a flatbed trailer or a job trailer, and there's just no easy way around it. Because falls from heights are still the #1 cause of death in construction, and they're also one of OSHA's most cited violations.
They
Hi,
really are.
I'm Rachel Walla with Ally Safety, and I thought in today's video we would do something a little bit different and go test out a potential solution to the fall protection anchorage problem.
Yeah, the old fogger going.
So there's 3 things that I'm interested in checking out with this piece of equipment. One, of course, I want to see if it's going to be a good solution for me and potentially some of my clients. 2, I'm hoping they let me run it. It's partly for ease of use, and then partly just because if you're going to ask somebody to run something like this, you want to see how easy it is. Number 3, I'm hoping they let me fall from heights while using this equipment. They've got all the testing. It seems like an excellent piece of equipment, but I'm interested to see how it actually reacts. And also, if you're going to ask somebody to be tied off to it, it's good to have a demonstration. So here we go.
There we go. We got some more lights now. Shoot. I wonder how much. But yeah, those are the retractables right there. I like those helmets too for heights, right? Like they got this, you know, like can strap on and whatnot. Hey, bug, what are you up to? Just have to hold this down. You're welcome, bug.
Wow, it's very nice.
Ooh, Formula One race in Vegas. Man, that's interesting. Cool. So there's going to be a Formula One race in Vegas. That is fantastic, man. So 560 million. The event includes a 3.8 mile track that will weave past casinos and hotels as drivers hit speeds of up to 212 mile per hour. Dude, this is awesome. Could you imagine? Oh man, that would be a cool race to race. Like, look at that. Boom. That's going to be really fun. That's going to be really fun. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. Hey, man, what's happening, buddy? How you doing for Joel's? So, let me see here. Does the construction industry slow down up there during the end of the year, like in SoCal? Yeah, it does. It definitely does. So we don't build a lot of houses in the winter up here, right? So right now, between now and like November, I would say they're digging as many holes as they can. Okay, because they don't dig holes in the winter. It costs a lot of money to do so. There are like heating systems you can get, the glycol ground heating systems and stuff like that to soften the ground up, but you don't really do that unless it's like necessary. Okay. Same thing with big commercial projects and things like that. They want the land pushed. They want the concrete in because also concrete is not, it's not great in the winter. We do it, but it costs money. You got to heat, hoard, like it's insanely expensive. So yeah, it does indeed slow down in the winter. There is a lot of layoffs. Like, you know, there's no road construction whatsoever in the winter. That's why it's like so nuts in the summer up here, right? Because we have two seasons in Canada, right? We got winter and then road construction. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. So yeah, it does slow down. Yes, it does, definitely. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's insane. This is cool. I like that. I like that. That's cool, man. Hmm. Yeah, like look at that, window washing robots, right? Window washing robots. So yeah, even the window washers are getting like that's the thing. Like all these robots are gonna, you know, we got. You should see like the welding guys. Like there's all these kinds of crazy robots that do stuff, right? But it's traditionally it's not in like new construction yet, right? We got like things like the Healthy J Bot. I haven't actually followed up with that to see how well that's going and how well that's doing. Like it'd be nice to see some reviews on about the Healthy J Bot, you know, and see where that's going. But yeah, I thought it would be cool. There's a new layout robot, which is crazy to me. Like I still don't figure. You gotta understand, if you're gonna have a robot do the layout for you, the construction, I would assume, has to be pretty bang on. You know what I mean? Like humans, we are always, when I'm doing layout, we're constantly adjusting for like changes in like design, like in the dimensions of things, right? So concrete isn't always perfectly square or perfectly set or whatever. This and that, right? Finding like the high and low sides of spots for your elevations and whatnot, like. We're constantly shifting and adapting our layouts to the building, right? And the actual building. It's like, I swear, people who design these places, they never go to site and measure it. Okay, they're always like going off of like just the plans in record or whatever. You know what I mean? Like the base building plans or whatnot, and they don't update those to as is, right? So it's like. Always wrong. Always wrong. Okay, you're always having to make adjustments with layout. So that is a little tricky to me. I'm like, not so sure. Maybe if you set up the grid lines yourself, then the layout robot could do from that or something. I don't know, but it'd be interesting. I should check that out. I should try to find that layout robot and see if I can find that real quick. Boom. Oh, there's a different one. Yeah, that's it. Dusty Robotics. I think that's it. Yeah, this is the guy. Yo, check this out. Right? So Dusty, what a name too. Dusty Robotics. What you see is what you build. So Dusty Field Printer automates construction layout delivering unrivaled accuracy, communication, and efficiency. I mean, I'd be surprised if it did, but it's a little insane, right? Let's see here. Well, I don't know what this is saying, but that looks kind of neat. I want to check out in a second too. Hey, what's up, OG, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Right on. Rock on, dude. Wow, yeah, like, look at this guy. I definitely want to see more of this. We should do like a video or a stream just on this. And these buggers could send me one too. Hey, how about Dusty Robotics sends me one of these so I can test it out? Crazy. Pricing. I'd like to see pricing. Oh, of course. Request a quote. Request a quote, yeah. Why can't you just have a freaking price on it anymore? Wow, wow, isn't that something? Oh, and it looks like it labels it too, guys. Hey, that's kind of crazy. So it also looks like it's labeling. Okay, so this is the whatever, and this is the whatever, right? Oh, and it's labeling, it's drawing coring holes as well. It's mapping coring holes as well. That's great. Like, literally, dudes, like, it's giving you instructions right on the floor. Dude, this could be very helpful. Like, if it works well, that would be fantastic. That would be absolutely incredible. I love it. Like, yeah, dude, look at this, eh? That's probably a ceiling. They're laying out the ceiling, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Oh, gee, oh, man, I'm not so sure. I just, like, I feel like, dude, anyway, like, almost anything would help at this point. Like, I don't know, man. It's gonna take, I don't even know if it'll like, I don't know if it'll ever recover. But we're so short workers. Like, there's none. There's no workers, dude. Like, there literally is none. So we got all these companies, and but nobody working for them. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's way too many companies, way too much management, way too much bureaucracy. Like, there's not enough people on the ground to build it. You know, like, we're literally, like, I would say we're probably gonna be hitting downwards of, like, understaffed by 60% by the end of this year. I bet you the whole industry across the board, Canada, United States, we're gonna be short 60% of our workforce, like what we need to accomplish what is in demand right now. So, like, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, all this competition and all that, like, it's driving down prices, but it's like, man, everyone wants to be a freaking manager, you know? Nobody wants to be a worker. It's like, it's crazy, you know? And yeah, these managers don't want to work. Like, it's oh man, this is just a crazy world, bro. Crazy world. So with the stuff they want to build now, they'll be able to use robots to paint the hang drywall, to do everything. Expect never seen the yeah. Painting robotics, sure, yeah, like you know, like some sort of, like, robot technician or something like that too, or like there's robots that I don't know, like it's the drywall robot's still a ways away, I think, too. Hey, XP Bottle, man, what's happening, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you doing, man? Right on. I hope everything's sounding good and all that. I literally just, man, this is my first stream with this this setup, so hopefully everything's going good. I love it. It's beautiful. I got my beautiful chat here and there. Let me give you guys an overall. I'll show you, kind of show you where, like, the setup. So you can kind of see this is my merch shelf. So I got tons of merchandise to sell. I'm getting 100 okay, anyways, at the top right there's a bunch of hats that's printed. I'm getting a bunch of shirts printed right now, so they'll be coming back soon. So I'm gonna have a launch party soon, a live stream launch party for the clothing line. So you can see there's the hat, there's one of the shirts. So that's gonna be very, very soon. So I'm expecting to get the product back this week, actually. So if that's the case, we'll do a big stream next, like this Friday maybe. We'll just see. We'll see when I want to get the product back first, and then I'll do the launch. So yeah, it's gonna be great, man. Yeah, okay, sure, yeah, painting robot. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, actually. I think we touched on this a bit before. Resol wall painting robot, is that the one? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. And can't it tape too? Like, can't it do drywall compound? Yeah, this is the guy. Right, and I think, is there not one that can paint drywall? Like, do the drywall as well? Hey, right on, thanks. Thanks, OG, appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's, oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong scene, but this is the robot here, the painting one. Oh, wrong scene. But, yeah, this is it. And I think there's one that can do, I'm pretty sure there's one that can do the taping too, right? Like you, do like a nice level 5 coat on it, on the wall or something, you know? But yeah, the studio, man, 6 years in the making. It's costed me a little bit over $100,000 to build this studio, including the equipment. So, like, it's a pretty big deal. Like, yeah, I did put a lot of money and work into it, so... but yeah, I appreciate that, brother. It's crazy. I mean, I got almost 13,000 subscribers, and I put 100 grand into my studio, so it's pretty crazy. Third year, so third year ISM, I would say 30 to 32 bucks would be probably pretty fair. It's tough. Like I understand the inflation and the cost of everything is out of control right now. It's I don't know if things are gonna ever come down, but I would say between $30 and $32. That would be probably pretty fair. The thing that really bothers me is the amount that you get taxed for working overtime. So what they need to do is, first of all, every company should be paying overtime. Okay, no matter what, should be paying overtime. And then we need better overtime taxing. Okay, so here in Canada is crazy. Like you work past 100 hours and you're gonna bring home like way less than it's crazy. The tax scheme is crazy. But yeah, $32 an hour payroll. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So right now, Journey, that's if you're in a union, I would even bump that up a little bit more because of the dues and the benefits. So I would. That's just payroll for just any normal Joe Blow company. But if you're asking union, I would say $36 to $38, right? That would be pretty fair. So this is to be really good at this trade, you need to put 5 years in, that's the key, right? So, and then at a journeyman rate, you should be getting 65 to 60, 65, 68 bucks an hour, so that's what a journeyman should be getting. But yeah, that's what you should be getting. Absolutely. Yeah. If you're getting paid less, it's time to negotiate. So the thing is too, we're going to be in huge demand here real soon, guys. There's just not enough workers, right? We're in big demand. So what we need to do is we need to demand higher wages and better working conditions. It's simple, right? It's just I don't know, like I could never work for somebody ever. Like I couldn't do it. I can't work. Like it's just I couldn't do it. Right. I feel I feel for you guys who have to work for a company and all your coworkers, deal with all the coworkers and your asshole bosses and like, you know, and they're always trying to gouge you for money, and it's just a crazy thing, right? But yeah, we need to stay organized. We need to stick strong together, and we also need to educate the immigrants that are coming in. We need to educate them, tell them they need to charge more money. You know what I mean? We got to teach them not to be taken advantage of. Okay, we need to advocate for them. Okay, not sit back and complain. Oh, they're taking our jobs because they're underbidding us. No, we need to tell them, yo, you gotta be charging more. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hey, I appreciate that, Dennis. That's awesome, man. No, right on. Respect, dude. I love doing this. I could, dude. I started this channel because there was literally nothing like. I was being taken advantage of by the people, and I just had enough, right? So I wanted to help, educate people so that they knew how to stand up for their rights. But then it kind of went into more steel stud framing and things like that, and because that's my trade, right? So, but yeah, ultimately this is I want to be a resource to help people, right? I'm well educated in contract law, the actual law, the labor laws, I am a project manager, journeyman in 3 trades. So it's like, I want to help as much as I can, and I'm getting older. I need to get out of it. I don't want to be a manager. I do not want to be a manager in this construction scape. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it. But I can't physically be a worker forever either. Like literally, I'm doing jobs by myself here. I'm 44 years old. I'm beat up. Like I've been a football player, rugby player, skateboarder, snowboarder for so many years, and I'm a construction worker since I was 15. I'm beat up. I'm tired. I just don't want to do it anymore, right? So, but I definitely don't want to go into management. So that's why I want to do YouTube, and that's why I've been building up my production company, right? So how can I get a fair wage? Because they look at me and say I'm young, and I only have 3 years going on 4, but I'm doing more than some guys. Yeah. So let me just put that up there so guys can see that. So how can I get paid a fair wage? So yeah, this is the thing. You know as well as I do how there's always some asshole trying to take credit for your work, right? So you got to be careful of that. You got to just either demand it, right? Not like rudely, but you got to keep on them asking for raises all the time, right? Just keep asking for raises. But here's what I recommend to everybody. So when you're working for a company, find the best way to learn as much as you can on their dime. Okay, so learning the drawings, learning the layouts, learning the framing, learning everything you possibly can on their dime. All right, because if it comes down to it, guys, like that, and this is how I did it. I went on piecework. I left working by the hour. I went piecework, and I went piecework too early. Okay, like I wasn't really ready. I didn't know enough to really do it, but I did learn as I went along. Okay, but yeah, as soon as I went piecework, I immediately started making more money. Right, and now I'm at the point where I just basically, I'm not even in competition with people for pricing. Okay, like they kind of know where I'm at. I'm not the cheapest guy, right? I'm probably one of the more higher priced guys, but I don't even have to really bid. I literally just get handed jobs, right? And they know my prices ahead of time, basically, because they're always, they're the same, and I increase them with inflation. Okay, so working for yourself is the best way, honestly, to make real money in this business, because like as long as you're working underneath a company, you're paying for their management and their overhead, their trucks, their houses. You know what I mean? It's like, and the more of us that leave the company arrangement, we'll say, the more desperate companies are going to get. Okay, and then they're gonna be offering higher wages. But yeah, I would just like, you politely ask for more money, and you show them your work. You show them production, right? And it's good to know your value. So if you're putting up say 40 sheets of drywall a day, right, you should be getting paid probably like, I would say 35 to 40 bucks an hour at least. Okay, like, if you're putting up 100 feet of wall, or like 100 feet of demising wall or exterior wall a day, you should be getting paid some pretty good money. You know what I mean? Know the worth. So for every foot of wall, depending on the gauge, right? Like, so light gauge, anywhere from 450 to 950, we'll say. Heavy gauge, we're going 650 to 1350 a foot. Also height matters. So kind of know your worth. 50 to 60 cents a square foot for drywall, 25 cents a square foot to 45 cents a square foot for insulation. If you can do layout, if you can do all this stuff. But yeah, the more you know, the better, for sure. Yeah, keep learning. And then, and then ultimately, if they don't pay you more money, then just go piecework. Just leave. And then they can offer you more money. Might offer you more money if it comes to that, right? But, learn as much as you can now. Be patient, right? Have the patience. Just learn, right? And then learn efficiency. So like if you're in the union, it's hard to learn that efficiency side of it, because I know when I worked union, I was bullied. Like, I was literally bullied myself, and harassed because I worked too fast. Like, I knew too much, and I worked too hard, right? So I literally was bullied by the other guys. It was disgusting. I had no backup from the union reps either, and they did nothing. Okay, it was crazy, So you're laughed at even if you ask for 28? So may I ask, what city are you in? Which city are you in? Like, are you in a big city? Because, like, man, think about the cost of life and everything, right? Like, dude, $28 isn't that much money. I mean, dude, my apprentice gets $25 an hour, bro. My apprentices get 25. I start people who are completely green, who've never done it a day in their lives, at $25 an hour, man. Like, oh yeah, and I'm in Edmonton, so I'm just north of you, bro. Like, yeah, I know, man, that's ridiculous. Like, no. Don't let them gyp you, okay? It's nothing to be honest. Yeah, dude, they're not going to be honest with you, right? You got to be careful of them. Hey, Will Cash, man, what's happening, brother? Nice. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Don't expect them to be honest with you, okay? Just remember that, right? Yeah, that pisses me off. So just you got to talk to and that's the problem with these companies, guys. They got all this management and all this overhead, right? You're working to pay for their trucks and to pay for their vacations and their benefits, because they're in the office, they got benefits, but you in the field, you don't got benefits. You know what I mean? Right? These guys are on $150,000 to $250,000 a year salaries, but how do they make that money? Right? They don't. It's you making the money, because the only way you make money in construction is when you actually install stuff, when you actually build something. Okay? So yeah, these guys are like, yeah, they can put so much in for safety, they can put so much in for the estimating and all this stuff, but they can't inflate that too much, or they won't get the job, right? So that what they do is they turn around and lower your wage, take the money from the workers. That's what pisses me off, guys. 100% Will Cash, absolutely, yep. Yeah, and that's the nice thing with me. I don't have any overhead. I can do an estimate. Like the jobs that I do are nice and small. There's nothing too complicated. Like the restaurants and the small TIs, it's beautiful, right? It doesn't take me long to estimate a job, right? I put $200 in the price for the estimate. That's good. That's good enough. It takes me only like 2 hours to estimate a job. You know what I mean? It's nothing crazy. And then I spend another couple hours doing the takeoff for the steel or whatever, and then I count the drywall and whatever insulation on site, right? I actually count to the steel that I've installed, how much drywall I need, so it's more accurate. And that's it, man. Yeah, we make it. Yeah, well, actually get the money, we make it. 100%, dude. it's crazy. Yeah, my son, who's 16 years old, right? He started working with me this summer, and I paid a kid $25 an hour plus bonuses. I bonus the kid. So if we do a job and it goes really good, I'm giving him more. But he's not any apprentice. I do the same. Okay. I actually have a guy who's actually just started with me, just kind of like small here and there, and I just give him chunks. Like I say, okay, man, you come and work for me for 2 days. I'm giving you $1,000, right? And he comes and helps me out for 2 days. I give him $1,000. Simple, right? I say I need this little job done. I'm going to give you $200. It's going to cost you. It's going to take you an hour. He goes, does it? I give him the $200. It's perfect, right? Like it's just like, yeah, we gotta demand more money. And these guys they make me sick, man. These managers who just literally, like, you know, there's some managers who are fantastic and do work very hard. Okay, don't get me wrong, but from what I've seen, the majority though, right? They don't do nothing, you know. And why does a company need estimators and coordinators and like salespeople and project managers, senior managers? Like HSC coordinators, HSC supervisors, foremen, construction managers, right? Like the list goes on, and they all get trucks, they all get benefits, and then you get paid shit. No. We need to turn that around, guys. And that's what we got to do. We got to stick together here, man. Like we got to look out for each other, you know, and especially the new people coming into the country, right? The immigrants, because that's how it started. It started by them taking advantage of immigrants, paying them less. And that because of that our wages started going down. And they say, oh, it's competitive market. Oh, we have to blah, 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 blah. Always bullshit, right? So, no, man, screw that. We need to tell those guys from Mexico, okay? Or from anywhere else, okay? Yo, guys, you can get more money, okay? You don't need to undercut each other because there's enough work to go around for everybody. There is enough work for everybody, guys. Don't ever think that they're stealing your job because they're not, dudes. They're not taking your jobs. There's not enough workers. Like, we need millions of workers, guys. Millions of workers. We don't have them, okay? They're fooling you. They're mind-fucking you. Yeah, Hilty, brother. Yeah. And in time, you will, Dennis. You will get those jobs. You just have to have some patience, a little bit of patience. And like I said, learn. Just keep learning right now. As long as you can read blueprints and do layout, okay? That's important, okay? That is the most important thing, okay? You need to be able to read and understand the blueprints, okay? And do layout. Be able to layout from them. That is important, okay? And sometimes, like even piecework, you can just make a deal. So they'll do the layout. All you got to do is go in and bang up wall. Start small. Okay, like start framing or drywall piecework. Okay, all you got to do is if they have the layout done for you, you go in and just bang it in. It's simple, right? Start small and work your way. Okay, like I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, right? So like that's almost 30 freaking years I've been doing this. Okay, and it's only been in the last 20 since like I really started branching out. Okay, and in the last 10 years. It's been like all contracting, you know what I mean? So it took me some time, you know. I went to school. I went to night school. I studied construction management and contract law and all this stuff, right? I studied that at NAIT here in Edmonton. You have SAIT down in Calgary. I studied at night, man, and got all my accreditations for that and understand it, right? I had to know, like, you know, I worked in the office, okay? I worked for 5 years of that 30, actually. I worked in the offices as a project manager, estimator. I hated every second of it, okay? Absolutely hated it, dude. I went back to the field just because I hate the office, okay? They're different types of people, and like, honestly, man, it's like so rare, like, it's just, oh man, office drama is just insane to me, man. I don't understand that at all, right? And plus, having to go to an office, it's gross, it sucks, right? So, you know what I mean? I like being my own boss. I like working for myself. My customers, my clients are happy. I'm happy. Everything's good. You know what I mean? So yeah. So how do you learn the blueprint? To read it. So you need to know. You need to have a journeyman, okay? Because you're an apprentice still, right? So you need to have a journeyman show you, right? I try to teach blueprint reading as much as I can on the channel here. I have plenty. I have a whole playlist on it. Even like and including construction documents and explaining the process and the whole thing of construction. But yeah, you need to get a hold of the prints somehow. If you work for one of those companies that won't let you see the prints and learn something, that's a problem. That's a problem, man. You need to tell them you want to learn it. You want to learn layout. So just keep bugging them. Keep bugging them. I want to learn layout. I want to learn layout. I want to learn layout. Can you show me layout? Just keep bugging them. Learn the layout, and then guess what? Then you're like, yeah, you got them by the balls after you know that. So, and I teach private. I have like I give private consultations to people all the time, teaching them how to do certain things. Okay, like estimating, mainly in estimating and reading blueprints. Okay, like that's like almost all of my private the consultations I've done is based on that estimating and learning prints and the contract documents, right? So, but yeah, dude, it's layout is one of the most hardest things I find to teach through video. I've been trying to master that for many years. It's tough. It's really tough. But yeah, I'm trying to nowadays more and more show how I laid things out. So it's yeah, you gotta just I can send you send me an email. Send me an email, chris@constructionkronies.com. I can send you some blueprints to look at. At least you can get familiar with the prints and stuff like that. And yeah, just go from there. And then you can go back over my past, like my playlist for blueprint and layout. And then you can start putting the pieces together. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's important to learn that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, and I appreciate the likes, guys. Hitting the like button for me, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to cut out not only did I have to cut out the person I work for, so the company part, so the subcontractor part, I had to cut that guy out, like stop working for them. So when I started pieceworking, I was pieceworking directly to the drywall contractors. So I was still working as a second tier subcontractor. But then I quickly I did that one. I did that for about maybe 10 years, I guess, actually. And finally, I was just like, you know what? This isn't worth it, man. Because they kept trying to chip you down and down and down and asking more and more and more. It's just crazy, right? So we've just cut that out completely. Now I am the second tier, or not. Now I am the subcontractor. I work directly for the contractor, like the general, the prime contractor. So that's just awesome. I'm charging them really good money. They're happy because they're actually saving money. They're not getting this big freaking inflated bill, right? I'm actually charging them. They're actually paying for actual work. You know, it's pretty good, setup. And this is the day of entrepreneurship. I think you get into doing this. You can do, like, you're gonna make some good money. Yeah, I wish I was smart enough to do this sooner. You know what I mean? Because now I'm just old and beat up, and I don't have it in me anymore to keep doing this, right? But like I said, the big problem is finding help. Okay, if you had a friend or two that is in this trade, and you guys could stick together, man, you could do some really big things. Okay, you only need one or two guys, right? Hey, thanks for the subscribe, man. Bonnie73, man, right on. Yeah, if you had hey, what's up, Max? What's up, man? Hi from Irene. Nice, dude. How's it going, brother? Right on, man. Yeah, looking good, sounding good. I feel pretty good here. Looking, so yeah, to find jobs directly is actually really not as hard as you think. So, all we did was put ad on Facebook, and my partner, my ex-partner here, who he just doesn't want to do it anymore, but he had his phone number on his truck. That's it. Get a sign for the windows with your phone number, guys, because that's what happens. We go into these CRU buildings after all the base building is done, and all these jobs, all these guys, all these owners are coming in, and we also work directly for owners as well. But we have all these guys coming in and seeing our work and hiring us directly on the spot to do the job next door, right? Like the last plaza we did like 4 jobs in the one place. We did the liquor store, we did the gas station and C-store there, the physio. We did three jobs on that plaza, I think. I don't know if there's one more. But no, right? Just simply from having guys just literally just came right up to you because hey, we're doing this next door. Can you come do it? Do our job too? Yeah, sure, we'll take a look at it. Simple like that. And now it just worded like it didn't take long. That's the surprising part. It didn't take long to the point we're just constantly busy. We're not really competing with anybody, right? We're just pricing and getting the job. It's simple. It's really cool. It's really, really interesting. Max, man, yeah, can you, I mean, Ireland, yeah, Max, okay, right on. Yeah, brother, right on, my Irish brother, right on. That's awesome, yeah, I love it. But my grandfather's from Ireland, right? So, yeah, I got a little Irish in me, too. But, that's awesome. So, yeah, can you build a house over there by just having a number of guys who are qualified tradesmen? You can, absolutely, yeah, so get the right permits. And your electrical, mechanical, and plumbing is kind of like the more important, to have certified and qualified tradespeople. But yeah, of course, yeah, as long as they're qualified and you have the right permits, you're golden. Absolutely, yes, you can. You can build one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, word of mouth is the best, absolute best. So how I price a job is I get the blueprints. The blueprints are emailed to me, and I do the takeoff. Right, and price it per linear foot, per square foot, whatever. Like I look at the gauge of steel, the type of drywall, 1/2 inch, 5/8. I look at the if there's insulation, the type of insulation, whether it's batt or rigid, or semi-rigid. Because then if it's semi-rigid, I'm charging more. If it's the taping finishes as well, right? So I'm looking at if there's any level 5, level 4, level 5 stuff, and then I'm pricing it on that. I charge by the foot for corner bead or any kind of trim tech or anything like that. I charge literally $2 a foot for that. I think the most a company will pay you is $1 for that. You know what I mean? Like at most, you know what I mean? I charge double. T-bar, same thing. We were charging, $2.50 a square foot for that. Most companies here won't pay you more than $1, So it's like, yeah, man. But yeah, you'll learn. You'll see how to learn. Sure. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. No, so it's a scale. It's a scale depending on depending on the type of steel, like I was just saying, or the type of drywall. There's definitely rules. There's no general rule really. No, you gotta just price it you test the waters, right? And you learn over time by the more jobs you price, you just you learn it, right? You learn over time what works and what doesn't. So, but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I know it's really crazy to me how when you agree on a price up front, because it's weird. Like I know, like for myself, I get to charge for some extras. Like there's some things and this is why when you price a job, you're putting in what you include, exactly what you include in the price, right? Price only valid for 30 days as well on every quote. Price only valid for 30 days. And you're putting in what you include, and you're also putting in what you don't include, which is any wood, or say if you didn't price the door frames, you're saying no doors, no wood, no fire stop. We don't do fire stop. This trade doesn't do fire stop, But yeah, you have to put your inclusions and exclusions in your quotes, right? But anyways, yeah. So how could they do that? When you build someone a house and then the bill is like 60,000 pounds more. That's a lot of dough. It's insane, absolutely insane to me, and I don't understand how they can do that. That's very strange. Because I know as a subcontractor to a general contractor, I can't do that. There's no freaking way. You know what I mean? Unless he specifically asked me to do an extra, right? And then we agree on a price for the extra up front. And that's why I never have phone calls. Everything I do is on email or text, okay? I mean, I very rarely answer my phone. And that's because I want a record of everything. You know what I mean? it pisses some guys off, but I don't care, right? The fact that I always have a record of our conversations, man, it gets me out of hot water all the time, guys, all the time. Oh yeah, probably yeah, Dennis, probably yeah. I know it's tough. Like I know, and that's the thing too. Like I went through a lot of journeymen teaching me, and guys teaching you one way, this guy's teaching you a different way. This is this and that way. Oh man, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, that's been one of my goals here is to standardize the training, okay, and just like and having this man, it's been. How many? I've been on YouTube for almost 7 years now, guys. 7 years I've been doing this, right? So over the past 7 years, training on YouTube, I've learned a lot on how to teach and what to teach and what to, say and not say and stuff like that, right? But yeah, it's really unfortunate we don't have a lot of support out there, especially in this trade. There's not a lot of support for guys in ISM, right? I don't even think the college is teaching it anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. So. Yeah, we definitely need to have better training in this business. It's in this trade specifically. I think it's pretty crazy, man. But yeah, Calgary's pretty nice. I do jobs in Calgary sometimes. We just built a couple houses out of steel stud down there last year actually. So yeah, I have been. I have been a little bit. Like we got this new, like we were just taking a look at the painting one here, which we did look at before. But this layout robot, where is that one? Where is that layout robot? Yeah, like check out this little layout robot guy. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool, eh? The drywall robot, it's not there yet. I'd like to, but yeah, check out this, right? Like it's printing and it's labeling things as well, like as it goes. It's pretty cool, man. I would love to get my hands on one of these bad boys and test it out, I'm just surprised. I would be surprised if it's accurate. So it's like one of the things like that we're constantly doing is adjusting, okay, from the drawings to the actual building. You know what I mean? Like it's not ever perfect to what's on the drawings, and this I'm sure would be going off of the drawings, right? So I don't know how you can calibrate it, like I'm sure there's got to be a way to calibrate it and it's going to be accurate and all that, but man, oh man, it'd be interesting to see this guy in action, you know what I mean? But yeah, how cool. I dig that a lot. And then there's I wonder how the Hilti J-Bot's been doing, like has that made any progress, I wonder. Let's see if I can find a Hilti J-Bot review. Look at that. Hilti's robot breaks records on a YIT construction site. So visiting a construction site occasionally is a good practice for someone who covers construction technology. I received an invitation from Hilti who wanted me to see their robot J-Bot on YIT's something site in Espoo, Finland. Yeah, so the robot was eventually used on 3 floors of the site to drill holes in the ceiling for MEP hangars. When drilling, it used its vacuum cleaner head to capture the dust that otherwise would have ended up on the floor. One reason for companies to use robots is speed. J-Bot did not disappoint. Yeah, holy crap, 90 holes an hour? Wow. Wow, 90 holes an hour. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty cool. Some prep is required. Yeah. Small container. It can be hoisted to the floor where it'll operate. Crane. Yeah. Probably workers used a pump cart to move it around. Recharged after, so yeah, it runs for 8 hours and then needs to be recharged. But yeah, you can see there's the box it comes in. Yeah, so again, from BIM to job site. So the more we're using robots to oh yeah, definitely a helper. Yeah, No problem, Dennis. No problem. Anytime, man. Ask away, buddy. Anytime. Yeah. I mean, if you guys have questions ever, you're watching a video and you have a question, just leave a comment. Get back to you guys. I almost always get back to you. Sometimes I don't. It takes me a while to get back to a reply because it doesn't give me a new notification in my YouTube studio. I literally have to go in and look for replies to replies. So yeah, might take a little longer, but yeah, dudes. Yeah, I try to get. I go through my comments at least once a day. So. But yeah, there's no way the robots are like literally are helpers. Yeah, they're not replacements in any way. Like I was saying, there's a lot of we're literally short so many workers, millions of workers. Like robots are gonna help, but they're not gonna replace us. That's for sure. Same thing with immigration too, guys. It's not gonna replace a single one of us. It's just gonna help a little bit. We're short way too many workers. The demand for construction is so high. Like you can't build. We can't get everything built because there's not enough workers, man. So yeah, it's pretty insane, dudes. But yeah, definitely I'm going to get back into this, guys. So I'm going to get back into following all this stuff quite closely. And I'd love to go get back to my weekly Sunday live streams and talking about this stuff, you know. Yeah, total construction increase in August due to influx of non-residential projects. Yeah, manufacturing is huge. They're trying to bring back the manufacturing to America, which is awesome. But yeah, like we need so many houses. There's a massive housing crisis. Like it's insane, guys. Like we need workers. Like we are in the position to be asking for more money right now. You know what I mean? Getting paid more. We are in a good position now to start raising our rates, guys. So yeah, the boomers are retired out, man. Boomers are gone now. Like this is the last season, man. Boomers are gone, right? Like we lost a lot of workers this year, man. A lot. So it's crazy, man. Yeah, right. So, and if you could imagine, Max, just in Canada, bro, we need 6 million homes in Canada. 6 million. We got the most land out of any country in the world. we have like the most land per capita out of any country, and we're short 6 million houses, bro. It's crazy, man. 6 million. We're never gonna hit that target. Never. It's like. It's insane. Now, that's why people who build houses can pretty much charge whatever they want. You know, the prices has doubled in the past 8 years. The prices have doubled. It's crazy. You know, it's pretty sick, man. It's pretty sick, and it's because there's no workers. There's none. Zero. I just wanted to read this here. So the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that non-farm payrolls climbed by a seasonally adjusted 209,000 in June, falling below economist expectations. The unemployment rate fell to 3.6%, while the average hourly earnings rose 4.4% on a year-to-year basis, up from 4.3 in May. So, employment in construction was up 23,000 in June. Thus far this year, construction has added a monthly average of 15,000 jobs. In June, residential specialty trade contractors posted the largest monthly increase in employment, so plus 10,000, followed by employment in heavy and civil engineering construction, plus 7,300. Non-residential building construction, plus 5,400, and residential building construction, plus 800. And that's crazy, yeah. Oh, FBR is neat, yeah. Yeah, we need to make houses like cars affordable. 100%. Yeah, that's the problem. They're not affordable. It's insane. You got 1 million shares in FBR, eh? So I like FBR. I've been following FBR since their start, right? And they got a for me to be sold on these types of robotics and their construction is I feel like they need to do more than just one thing. So like I mean literally, if a 3D printer for a house can print the walls, the wires, the pipes, everything, right? Then we got something, right? We got something good there. As it is right now, it's a little weird, but you know what I mean. You're right though. Yeah, man. Like we do need to. FBR would be a good one to invest in. They're going places for sure. Yeah, I'm positive that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. They're also it's FBR Robotics, I think, right? I think the name. But yeah, I do like some of the stuff they got going on there. They're the ones who do the bricks, right? Like, yeah. Oh yeah, the Hadrian X, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So and this is it's interesting, right? Like I do dig it, but it is weird because we don't build houses like that really, you know. But what if like they could do just the foundations for you know like that's a big problem with mixing construction types. So when we're building houses with panels that come from a factory, it's not matching the concrete because they're still pouring it like cowboys. You know what I mean? But if you had used something like ICF or FBR, like the Hadrian X, to print your foundation and it's perfect, like you got it, it's square and elevations are perfect, then you can use panels because panels are also built off a computer and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it is a little like we don't normally build houses like this, you know, but I could see maybe in a hurricane zone or something like that, tornado, hurricane, could be pretty cool, right? Definitely want to see more uses. I just don't see like doing a whole house like that, right? But there's the bricklayer, there's the mule, right? The mule bricklayers, that's also a good one. There's also like exosuits. There's some pretty interesting exosuits. So I've been following Sudex, and I've also been following another Sarcos Robotics as well as another one. Sarcos Robotics. They got some pretty crazy suits, you know. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. I fascinating. But yeah, none of these robots have replaced a single job. All it does is help you get the one job done quicker so you can get on to the next sooner. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, this guy is on a track, right? So this is interesting. Oh look, he got the track all the way around this house. And I love bricks. I love brick, right? So, but yeah, I still feel like you need to have, like, you know, the structure and the brick is just the finish. You know what I mean? Yeah, but let's go to system. I haven't seen this one yet. Interesting. Oh, let me get the chat back up here. Yeah, I want to go into crime fighting. Yeah, right on. That's awesome. Let's see here. Sarcos Robotics. Ooh, what's this? Solar module installation. I don't understand it.
Dexterity and intuition to engage.
Okay. So I see. It's a special robot for installing solar fields. Okay. But yeah, no, this exosuit here is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Not this. This is the Guardian where it's remote control. But wait till you see the exosuit here. This guy, I love it. So think about drywalling by yourself. Okay, 12 foot 5/8 sheets of drywall, right? Then this thing here could literally, you could lift the sheet up, place it, right, in the arms. Then you can take your arms out of it and screw it off. You know what I mean? That's cool, man. I could see something like that being pretty cool, right? Drywall sucks, man. It's especially 5/8, 12 foot 5/8 on the lids, man. Freaking tough work, man. I don't even want to do it ever again. Honestly, I don't ever want to do a 5/8 again. I'm so sick of 5/8, man. I've done enough of 5/8 in my life, right? I'm gonna probably turn down anything 5/8 from now on. I'm over it, man. I'm over it. Yeah, and then this is the inspection robot, so it can go through ducts and pipes and all that, right, and inspect stuff. It's pretty neat. But yeah, that's the thing. So what you need is a combination of robots. So like, especially for like the layout robot, you're gonna need something like a 3D scanner. Okay, so you're gonna scan the floor as built. Okay, then you're gonna make that digital twin. Okay, so digital twin means you have your plans and then you have your as built, right? And then you overlay it so like your robot can make adjustments to the actual building and structure. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, Regor, how's it going, man? Good to see you, brother. Right on, dude. Yeah, and it looks like something funky, right? Yeah. Word up, man. That's awesome. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. But no, yeah, there's lots of stuff going on out there. And like I said, yeah, you need to use a combination of things, you know what I mean? But yeah. Right on, brother. I love that. I love it. Let me send that up. Right on. How you been, bro? Good to see you, man. That's fantastic, dudes. But yeah, so I finally got the studio set up again for my live stream, and that's all I got my clothing line. We're gonna do an official release for the clothing line really soon. I got a bunch of stuff being printed up right now, like printed and pressed. So that'll be coming soon. I got a bunch of hats already done. So these are the hats or whatnot. But, yeah, no worries. Yeah, Max, you bet, dude. You bet, dude. Back Monday, I know, right? Yeah, 6 a.m. I feel you, bro. Have a good rest of your day and a good sleep and a safe day, safe week, man. Well, I'll see you soon. I'm getting the keys for my next job tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm gonna start hopefully by Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. But yeah, I'll be back on site again this week and doing my live streaming and all that. So yeah, it'll be fun, man. It'll be fun. Yeah, pretty cool, eh, Rigger? 6 years in the making. We're finally pretty much done. I got like the new laptop and the new computer, new everything. So yeah, I got my chat. There's a nice big screen for my chat here. It's like whatever vertical, and stuff. And my little stream deck here to switch my streaming computer. What I see on my laptop here is going to my capture card now. No more NDI, so that should help with the network and all that. Oh. Sorry, dudes. I thought I'd switch back. I'm sitting here blabbing away. I thought I'd already switched back. You right? But yeah, let's get some smoke in here. Woo! Right on, man. just some fun things, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. So yeah, this has been great, man. Like I said, I'm almost 7 years on YouTube now. It's crazy, right? So my studio here has been I built it. This will be I think maybe our third season in the studio. So yeah, man, it's been a mint, man. Oh, absolutely, dude. Right? Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, I invested some good money in actual grip stands with wheels, and I got all the sandbags and my shotgun mic. So now and no more mic in front of me. You know, I love having the shotgun. It's beautiful, hands free. You know, I don't have to worry about talking into it or anything like that. Um, and yeah, man. So it's been good. You know, I got the diffusing flags and some scrims, stuff like that. So just working on it. Yeah, this is the first stream since I set it up, so I'll check out how the lighting and sound and everything was after. But yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been really fun. So I appreciate it because I also worked in professional film and television as well. And so I kind of know what set, like I've seen what they use on set, right? So been getting it going, you know. So been fun, been a little bit of put a little bit $100,000 into my studio, guys. So like that's the construction, the equipment, everything. Like it's it's a little crazy, yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, when I started, I was literally I was like, it was like in the basement. So it was like it was we were renting a townhouse sort of at the time, and I was in the basement. My son's bedroom was right there. I had like a thing behind me, like a photograph thing backdrop. I had a little little USB mic. I had a webcam. It was the Logitech C920 webcam, a little USB mic. That's it, right? Now I got the Black Magic cameras. I even got enough gear to do any kind of film I want. I got like I can rig up my cinema camera on a gimbal, tripods, whatever. Like I got some gear to do actual film work. So yeah, we're kind of hoping to do more and more actual film work. So going forward, right? So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm excited about it all. It's coming together really nicely. I wanted to make some changes behind me. You know, just kind of clean it up a bit. It's a little messy, but you know, it is what it is. So, but it's been fun. It's been fun. So, yeah. I wish. I know. I actually, if I bring up, like, if I go back to my first stream, let's see here. That could be fun. We'll just go back down history lane here. Boom, boom, boom. If I go to live and then I go. What's going on here? Can I not see it or? It's like, oh my God, I've done over 700 streams. Wow. It's too bad they don't have a button in studio where you can just press and it goes all the way back to the start. And you can go back to the front, but you can't go to the back. Wow, man. Yeah, I've done a lot of streams, man. Oh God, I've done over 1,000 streams. Oh no. I've done over 700. Sorry, I read that wrong. I'm getting there. All right, there we go. My first live stream ever. Yeah, check this out. Make sure I'm good.
Right?
Get going here. Health's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of streams, yeah.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Chris Conkle Vlogs live stream. Today I'm going to be talking about new building materials, the high-tech 2018 edition. I got a bunch of cool websites lined up again. Like I have until we start getting a bigger audience here. Glass, right? So, you know, we need
a little bit different, eh? I love looking
more
back
input.
at this
I think
though.
there needs to be
That's
more
why I keep it up, right?
brains
I just love looking
on
back
how we do things, right? On our processes and our
but yeah, it's pretty cool,
procedures
man.
and stuff like
It's
that in the field,
pretty
right?
interesting.
The more we have guys that can.
I did have a good computer though. I just had bought an Alienware computer, right, too, when I was I like 12? No, I was not. No, I'm 44 years old now. So I would have been so what, 7 years, 37 when I started, right? So yeah, it was, just pretty much a kid, yeah. But yeah, that's crazy, right? Looks different. Just looks really different, you know? So pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. I love it. I love it. Let me see if I can pull out Epidemic Sound here. And throw some tunes on. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, good stuff, man. I'm probably going to shut her down here right away too, but yeah, 37, yeah. Yeah, I know, just messing. Right on, Regger. That's fucking good, man. That's awesome. It's been a blast, man. I love the journey. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, like I've been wanting to do a clothing line for so long. I've carefully curated the clothing, guys. Like the shirts themselves have been carefully curated. The hats have been carefully curated. Like it's like this is stuff. I did a lot of testing and a lot of hemming and hawing, and I settled on some great stuff. Kronies.store. Check it out. So that's www.kronies.store. And yeah, dude, I'll DM you a link to Mentor streaming service. Sure, that'd be excellent. Absolutely, yeah, please do. That would be excellent, brother. That'd be excellent, man. And I'd love to check that out for sure, man. But yeah, it's probably good. I'm gonna shut her down. I'm gonna. I appreciate that, Regger. Thank you very much. So. We're going to do an official launch for the clothing line pretty soon. I'm just waiting to get a whole bunch of stuff back. So I got some hats back. I got plenty more stock. But yeah, I got a bunch of it being pressed right now. So I bought all the raw materials. I have all the shirts and hats. I'm doing a batch of 120 shirts right now. And I got 30 hats done type thing. So we'll just get them printed as I need them type thing. Not like in batches, of course, but... yeah, it should be fun. It should be interesting to see, and that's my thing too. Like, say the certain design ain't selling so well, I can try to slap a different design on it, change it up a bit, see if that sells a little better or whatnot. But yeah, it'll be fun, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It was quite an experience. It's really tough starting a clothing line, especially in Canada, guys. Like, very, very difficult to start a clothing line here, and I'll talk more about that when I do my stream. But guys, I want to thank you all for coming, man. Have a wonderful start to your week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. If you guys have any questions or live stream requests or anything like that, leave them down in the comments. Let me know. But yeah, peace, guys. We're going to see you real soon, okay? Oh, you know what? I forgot to put my outro button on here. But I'll do that. I'll just have to go over there and hit it. But take care, guys. Be well, Rigger. It's really good to see you, man. Honest to God. And send me that link. I'll look right away. Right on, brother. We appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea.